third down now following the run. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gabriel, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
This is Cohen on the toss. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Again, it's Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. second down now after the incompletion. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now. Green, 30.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
second down. Here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the 45. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Allen's got it over the middle. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out out of the gun. Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Returnable for Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And the wideout in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Watch it
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch number 29, 29. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now, look at 56.
On third down, it's Cohen, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. They go play action with Wilson. Open man, it's Allen. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him. Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 52 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Wilson, and that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik McDowell able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Final minute now of the third quarter. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Lynch. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man open. That's Allen. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. A swing pass caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Room to run past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now.
Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to...
And it's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but... they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he will fall on this one himself, so no late turnover, and time has run out.